Good evening, my dear friends. Good evening from beautiful sunny Alberta, Canada. My name is Dr. Silverman. Before I tell you a little bit of myself, first of all, I would like to acknowledge and to say maybe a quick prayer for, first of all, for people who are battling COVID-19 right now, indeed for their families, and indeed for people who take care of them, indeed for people who diagnose them, first responders, and everybody who takes care of them. I also would like to, acknowledge and say, basically send love to people who already lost their beloved ones. So, and now let's get on it. I'm so excited. I'm so excited today. I am. You know that I love to present. However, I love even more to present with friends. And I love to present with friends, especially Nancy, Bryan, and Kim Koebensky. Because if you know them, what resonates me with them, they are servant leaders. They are heart. They are love. They sharing because they love to help. That's why it's so to present today with them. So before I embark on PowerPoint presentation, let me tell you my story. So yes, my name is Dr. Silverman. This is, as you see, this is my home office. This is what I do for a living. And you may ask me a question. Why am I with LifeVantage? Well, guys, I have a dream. Have you ever heard? I have a dream. I have a dream and a freedom. So my dream and my freedom are the part of the same thing. I want to help and teach millions, not thousands. I want to teach millions of people. I want to teach them health. And I cannot teach them health without the philosophy and what LifeVantage brings. So my story, I'm in LifeVantage since 2013, but my story to health started in 2004, almost like LifeVantage. LifeVantage started in 2003. In 2004, I lost my mom to cancer. And that's what started my journey to health. I live health, I learn health, and I teach health. And I cannot imagine teaching health without LifeVantage. So this is about me. Let's get to the presentation. If I can open it, that will be nice. All right. So first of all, guys, and we're not here to treat, mitigate, or prevent disease or make any claims. LifeVantage began in the lab with a single question. And the question was, is decline something we have to simply accept as a part of getting older? No, absolutely not. That's why I fell in love with LifeVantage, with that concept. Amazing Dr. Bryan is going to talk to you about NRF2 and NRF1 and the mitochondrial boost and NAD and microgut health and more and more and more. And how did it all start? Well, it started in 2003 when they, a little unknown nutraceutical company came up with something that could have been presented as anti-aging or something that is called reducing oxidative stress. And as we know, your media likes surprises and likes breaking news. So in 2005, there was breaking news about expose by Joan Quinones on LifeVantage product, Pretendum. That's how it all started. Let's watch it.
You want to get an edge on turning back the clock? Who doesn't? Well, it's no longer science fiction, but science possibility, a potential breakthrough. It may not look like the fountain of youth, but inside this nondescript building, I'm about to become part of an exciting experiment. For me, it begins with a blood test.
It wouldn't be the first time I've given blood for this company.
They want to check my levels of something called T-bars, which is a rough indicator of a person's actual age. T-bars can identify a condition known as oxidative stress, a kind of measure of the wear and tear on our bodies. Oxidative stress, like the rusting of an engine, is not a good thing. The problem of aging begins with the very food we eat to give us energy. As our cells burn that food, they also release toxic chemicals. Those chemicals, you may know them as free radicals, react with all the components of our cells, literally bombarding them millions of times per second, damaging all our cells. The result? Oxidative stress, and we all have it. The body fights back with a system of defenses. It makes two antioxidant enzymes, catalase and SOD, whose job is to gobble up the free radicals before they can harm our cells.
So, doctor, how often do I take these?
And so, here I go. With that swallow, I've just become part of a potentially landmark scientific experiment. It's called Protandim, and tests have already shown that it revs up the manufacture of those good enzymes in our bodies. More enzymes, fewer free radicals to harm us. Normally, oxidative stress, measured by those T-bars, increases with age, but taking just one pill of Protandim a day reversed that trend for everyone at every age, even for an 80-year-old. So just what's in this seemingly incredible pill? Well, actually, its roots are very humble. Protandim is a combination of 5 plant ingredients. Some you may know: green tea or turmeric, a spice used in Indian cooking. Others, Withania somnifera and Xylibum marianum, are more exotic. High oxidative stress is associated with more than aging. It's been linked to hundreds of illnesses.
It's at the very center of many diseases: liver disease, diabetes, emphysema, asthma, all of these, strokes, heart attacks.
Even mental disease.
Yes,
Depression?
Alzheimer's disease, depression.
But what about my progress? After nearly 2 weeks now, it's time to get my results. The result? My level of oxidative stress has declined dramatically. Just look at where I fall on the graph, before and after. Have we turned back the clock? Maybe not on the outside, but deep inside within my cells. Yes, indeed.
We do know that oxidative stress is part of those disease processes. I don't want to wait until I'm 80 years old and find out that I should have taken it.
The company that makes Protandim says its tests show the pill, made from ingredients used for centuries, is absolutely safe. For more, go to our website at abcnews.com.
LifeVantage began in a lab with a single powerful scientific discovery. A discovery that proved that people around us have more capacity, potential, and ability within them than we have been led to believe. At LifeVantage, we can no longer accept the limits of the human condition. So we began introducing the world of biohacking. The idea that you can be better today than you were yesterday. That you can take control of your own biology. That your health doesn't have to decline as you get older. You don't have to simply accept the hand you've been dealt. In just a few short years, LifeVantage has brought biohacking to the mainstream, shortening the gap between cutting-edge scientific research and the customer. Every day in research labs around the world, we are learning how much more our bodies can do for us if we only flip the right internal switches. So we're creating products that flip those switches. And we're doing it with a dedication to quality and safety and a different approach to selling those products. Sure, we could have gone the expected route. Sold our products on big box shelves just like everyone else. In fact, at first we did just that. But we realized something. Our product sales were fueled by word of mouth and personal success stories, not marketing dollars. So we stopped paying big box stores and started paying our customers for what they were already doing, which allowed us to eliminate the gamble of traditional advertising in favor of performance-based payouts. And in the process, we ended up turning biohacking into a movement. empowering women, minorities, and all entrepreneurs to break societal barriers and realize what they're capable of, fueled by the power of a leveraged income. From 127 biohackers when we began to over 1 million in less than a decade. The movement has become a global phenomenon with no signs of slowing down. And our products aren't the only way we're investing in human potential. We're creating hardworking technology using AI, machine learning, and mobility to make it as easy to run a LifeVantage business as it is to take an Uber.
Welcome to the LifeVantage app.
Because of that first profound discovery, we are fiercely dedicated to helping others see what we have seen, to see the immense potential in those around us. It's an inspiring way to see the world. It's why the biohacker movement continues to grow at a blistering pace. It's why giving back to our communities is a fundamental core belief. And it's why in a few short years, we have expanded into 15 countries and counting and grown from one groundbreaking nutrigenomic product to over 20. It's why we now have relationships with CEOs, sports teams, and influencers. It's why LifeVantage has grown from $3 million in revenue our first year to closing in on $250 million. And it's why we will never stop. Because to change the way the world sees, you can't merely settle for different. You have to be better and engineer a world of potential in the process.
That's how it all started. That is why, guys, I'm showing you the ABC investigative report. This is our, I'm sorry, Harry, Sorry, this is a live presentation. My husband just walked in. In 2005, that's how it all started officially. This is our legacy. I don't know how many of you, and welcome to all the guests on this presentation. How many of you are familiar with concept of oxidative stress? When I was introduced in 2013, I wasn't familiar with the concept of oxidative stress, and I was teaching nutrition already. So in 2005, this aired. It was a sensation overnight. However, maybe the business and people were not ready for this sensation because it was too premature. So what happened is, with this $5 million placed, we're not able to fulfill and complete by this very, very business not developed company. What happened is the science started to develop because that was a puzzle. So multiple universities started doing studies on oxidative stress and pretandem. So let's get to an issue. What is oxidative stress? Why we keep talking and teaching oxidative stress? Everybody knows stress. You know you're stressed when you are stressed. And let me tell you now, sorry guys, everyone is stressed today. Everyone, because we live in a time of uncertainty. And this makes every one of us anxious. And that is called stress. But that stress turned into cellular stress. And cell, as you see on this slide, every organ in the body, it's a composition of cells. So oxidative stress, in simple words, it's either a rusting of the cell, or it is basically a dirtying. It's a dirt of the cells. It's simply putting a dirt of the cells. So this is just to elaborate another contributors to oxidative stress. And one of the main contributors that is going to come on board is this contributor, which we don't see, which we cannot taste, which we cannot smell, electromagnetic fields. So now, before I turn to Dr. Bryan, so when I told you that science blossomed, when science blossomed, now we have 26 peer-reviewed studies that are written not on the ingredients. No, the studies are done on the branded product, NRF2 pretandem. And my next presenter, a pharmacologist, Dr. Nancy Bryan, she's more than anybody else, I would say, excited and knows what that means. It's not an ingredient, it's on the branded product. And this scientific research comes from such universities as Harvard University, for example, Louisiana State University, 3 studies. One of the studies was sponsored, funded by American Heart Association, and then published in the Circulation Journal. And for me, as a conventional physician, there are a few journals that are very, very conservative and extremely recognized and reputable. So Circulation Journal is one of these journals. So if you want to know the studies and stuff, please do not go to Yahoo Encyclopedia or Wikipedia or any sort of, blogs. They are blogs. You need to bonafide, peer-reviewed, meaning independent reviewed studies. Maybe make yourself comfortable. Go to pubmed.gov, www.pubgov.gov. Look up Pretendum. So now, before, again, I turn to Dr. Bryan. So why are we talking about network marketing? Well, because guys, this product needs to be talked. When people texting me or email me about something, I tell them, no, I cannot reply. I need to talk to you. I need to convey the message, what's in it, what it represents, and how important this combination is for your body. It is important for your body. Okay, without further ado, Dr. Nancy Bryan, an absolutely dear friend of mine, 3 years now. Through thick and thin, through losses and gains, a friend of mine, a confidant, my buddy at the Scientific Advisory Board, and my incredible mentor. Where do I go when I need the combination of pharmaceutical questions? I go to Doctor of Pharmacology, Dr. Nancy Bryan, researcher, clinician. Not only she does humans, she also does animals. An amazing soul. Nancy, it's all yours. Take it away.
Well, Sveta, thank you. I'm so humbled to be here today, and so grateful for all of you that are on to take the time, because this is such important information. And as Sveta told you, I come from a world of medications. I come from a world of chemistry, but I also come from a world of cellular chemistry. And that's what we're starting to talk about here. What brought me to this company was that I saw the technology being merged with evidence-based science. That was so important to me. And then it's backed by quality controls, of which I had not seen in this arena. That's one of the reasons pharmaceuticals became what they were, because of the quality controls and the ability to repeat a product over and over. That's what we love here. And so first and foremost, what got me excited, oxidative stress is a problem for every single human being, simply because we operate in a system today where we have lots of other things aside from just our own body functions creating oxidative stress. And so when I saw that ABC investigative report, I knew, like the other medical people that were contacting them, that this was something special. And so what are we talking about? We're talking about a pathway, this NRF2 pathway. And what Sveta was telling you is we now have the ability, with this theory of aging on oxidative stress, to flip the switch to be able to have our own body activate. That is so much different than trying to get a medication that does this for this, and this for this, and this for this. Those of you that have known me for a while know I've been talking about balance in the cell. It's called homeostasis, where everything balances back and forth through feedback. Well, that's what you get when you activate. And look at the benefits that we see by taking these 5 ingredients. They're 5 small ingredients, a small amount of them. And through that, it becomes something different. Like when you make a cake, and when that happens, you know what happens? We see a lowering of that oxidative stress. And we've not seen anything else yet proven to do better than 40% in 30 days. That is a big enough difference that guess what? We're going to see a difference in what happens in our body. Take a look at this. When we're talking about antioxidants, that was what we had for the last 20 or 30 years. That's a 1-to-1 ratio. Look at the numbers of things you need when it says one free radical is eliminated through a molecule of each of these things, be it oranges or blueberries or vitamin C or red wine, whatever it is that you're using. Those are outside antioxidants, but we can't make a big enough impact on them. We have to turn our own body's enzymes on. That's the difference here. See the difference? Millions of free radicals. And by doing that, we reduce the oxidative stress 40% in 30 days, and it goes on beyond that. And you don't need to take our word for it. Look at these peer-reviewed things. And you know what that means? NRF2 now, when they looked at this activation, they are stating at Washington State University it's the most important health promoting approach in the foreseeable future. Look at that. NRF2 may become the most extraordinary breakthrough in the history of our health. That's pretty profound considering all the things we have today, right? But we didn't stop there. That in itself is huge. But we also know that there's some other things in play in our body. And that brought in the theory of mitochondrial aging and what happens with the mitochondrial theory. Mitochondria are these little guys that are in our cells that are our power. They're what run everything from our heart to our brains, to our lungs, to our muscles. We need to have that operate best. And there's a pathway for that that has a switch. It's called the NRF1 pathway. And these 5 ingredients, tiny amounts again, give us the benefit of that ATP, that energy our cell needs to come back on. More importantly, it gives us the ability to have our own mitochondria repairing and also something called biogenesis, making more. See that switch? Mitochondrial biogenesis. That means we're making more in my mitochondria, and we need to do that because the problem is they go away as we start aging. That's what makes our muscles flabby, and that's why we don't have signaling in our bodies going the way it should. That's what the theory of NRF1 does. But that's, you know what, still one more thought process. And that is taking a look at the theory of something called NAD and sirtuins. And that's a big word. I don't want to expect you to know all these words, but we can have the person who invited you to this find out more about these things. But the important thing is we're talking about balance in a cell. And when we're talking about sirtuin activity, we create waste. Here's the important part. When the waste is building up, just like with the NRF2, certain things happen, but where sirtuins are involved, it slows the cell down. It doesn't operate properly. That's when you start seeing all kinds of things break down. When you have a factory going and things start slowing down, lots of different parts aren't going to work properly. That's important. The sirtuins are responsible for that. And so we have an NAD synergizer that, guess what? It targets these sirtuins, that NAD pathway. And by doing so, we're going to help with longevity, mental focus. Oh my gosh, who doesn't need that? More importantly, things like our vascular system, keeping a healthy range of cholesterol. And I think the most important is that, you know what? We're getting that cell connection and signaling going. That's the boss of the operation. So we put those 3 things together. That's why it's called the tri-synergizer, because all 3 of them are activating different pathways to create a balance in our cell. They're going to keep the machine running smoothly and the system running. So take a look at this. We talked about those things by themselves, and look what happens when they're put together. Massive synergy. They're going to work so much better together. And what I love is that, yes, we get 40% of the oxidative antioxidants from NRF2, but look at that when it's put together, it goes up by 800%. We want all those switches not on dimmer. We want them on full blast, right? And that's what you're going to get when you take all 3 of these. You're going to get gene expressions operating properly. You're going to get mitochondrial repair optimizing. And you're going to get that cell signaling so that the whole system is operating at its optimum. That is what we call having homeostasis in a cell, or cell balance. And so what LifeVantage has done is, you know what, we've made pillars of health. We have activation. This is our tri-synergizer with those 3 activating things. But we went past that. We have our vitality stack that is optimum for helping a cell optimize itself. We have Axio. That's our nootropic for our brain, the NRF2, that's going to help our brains operate and have focus without all the sugar and without all the chemicals. It does it in such a nice fashion, and it sustains us. And I don't know about you, but I don't need brain fog. I got enough going on right now, right? Especially when I'm trapped in my house and I can't get anywhere. So that's important. And oh my goodness, those of you that have been hearing some of the other talks we've had this week, you know how passionate I am about probio and our prebiotic. If you don't have the gut operating properly, guess what? You're not going to take those tiny amounts and those activators and absorb them and utilize them properly in your digestive tract. You've got to have those. And so we made our own probio because we got tired of other people asking for which ones, and they weren't getting the job done. This is going to be a probiotic that gets 60% through the stomach acid, because of this technology. Remember I said we've taken technology with science and merged them. That's what that product does. And it has something called Wellmune in it. You gotta know what that means. Look it up. Wellmune is a fabulous product within our probiotic. That's where our immune response starts, is in our gut. And so you wanna have your gut operating properly and having nutrients go through the way they should. And of course, omegas, you gotta have omegas balanced. And what happens is we get way too many in omega-6s from all our processed foods. And how many things have vegetable oil? That's all omega-6s. And when that ratio isn't right, guess what? Things break down. So what do we have? We have the ability for you to take a look at coming into this company where you wanna be. We want you to take a look at where you fit, but we've made the advantage of giving you the optimum of utilizing all of these products in different packs at different discounts. And I love that they've put this together the way they have so that people can decide if they want to start small or if they want to try everything all at the same time. So without further ado, what I'd like to do is I'd like Kim Koebensky, my dear, dear friend Kim from Minnesota. I love to death this girl because you know what? What I love most about Kim, those of you that know her, she is got the heart the size of the world. Whoops, I'm almost breaking things. I'm so excited about it. But here's the thing, she's such a sweetheart. And you know what I love most? She keeps it real. I love that girl because you know what? It's about being authentic. And she's going to share a little bit more with you on, you know what we have here is so special. We want you to take a look at what it looks like if you know other people that think they might need these things as well. So Kim, are you there?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes.
This is interesting. We were discussing, thank you, Nancy. You're always amazing, amazing. How can you put it so simple? Oh,
It is
such
simple.
an incredible complexity. Kim is actually disappointing me.
Uh-oh.
Because we were actually chatting yesterday on the presentation. She's supposed to wear pajamas, but she doesn't.
Yeah, where are those pajamas?
Those hard
For
pajamas.
the other night. Just for the other night.
You go, Kimmy.
So
Such
before I forget, I want to make sure everybody knows Kim, a Pro 8, she's just rocking it. She has a heart the size of the world, and she knows how to share this and teach others. And she is my mentor for sure too. I'm so grateful to know her, and I'm so grateful to know you, Sveta. Both really, really
same as Kim. You know, this is what LifeVantage is. 3 different teams just collided in that friendship, in that love of sharing. Some share the knowledge of health. Everyone needs the knowledge of business, you know, but it's all about that friendship, that love, that desire to share. You know, I absolutely love Kim because same thing. She's a mentor of mine. Absolutely. I've learned so much from Kim about the way she conducts business. Plus, she lives also in the sun, in a snowy country.
which I love to visit.
That I do. Although it's melting very rapidly. We don't have much of anything left, which is good. So.
Well, Kim, take it away and let them know a little bit more on this side of things, because you know what, this is important right now. There's a lot of people scared, and you know what, maybe we have some answers for them.
I agree with that. I think right now, with where things are at in this world, the times are so uncertain, and our time passes anyways. And that's one of the things that I always thought about in the past. Like, you know, I would have never dreamed that, you know, we would be in network marketing, to be very honest. My husband will say that I was everybody's best customer. But as a business, I never would have dreamed that it would be something that I would look at, let alone be doing full time alongside my husband. Brody and I joined LifeVantage on May 3rd of 2016. So we're just coming up on our 4-year anniversary with the company. And I can tell you that it's beyond our wildest dreams what we've been able to accomplish. The most amazing part about this is the people that we've met, especially you guys. I am very honored to be on this Zoom with both of you tonight, co-hosting. Again, I look up to you. You are both my mentors. I've learned a lot from both of you. These products single-handedly changed my world. I feel like a new person. I feel like I'm myself again. And for struggling for 7 years without anyone having any clue on how to help me, it was a very frustrating place to be. So I remember 4 years ago really looking, you know, for something, because I was on a path that was leading me nowhere. And I honestly don't know where I would be today if I had not found LifeVantage. What I will say is when I did present this information to Brody, he looked at it very seriously. And my husband is very business minded. He's very numbers oriented, and he looked right away at the business side of this and said, if we're going to do this, we're going to do this together, and we're going all in. And we signed up May 3rd, and we haven't looked back. I will say that the reason why we are where we are today is truly because of, you know, what this did to change my life. And he saw that, you know, for being my husband and the mother of our children suffering, you know, it was a very difficult thing. And so we knew that what we had stumbled upon was something that everybody in this world needed to know. The decision was up to them, what they do with it, and we all know that. But on July 27th of 2016, my husband, you know, that was his final day with his company of over 20 years. My husband is an incredible person, work ethic beyond belief, and to realize that we're able to both work from home now together, doing this opportunity, sharing this, working with our team, is truly a dream come true, and something we would have never dreamt of. But what I want to offer people tonight is that hope that there is this possibility out there if you believe. And I've never believed in something more than I do in LifeVantage. Besides my family and my husband, LifeVantage ranks right up there. So we took a look at this and knew that this was something that we were going to put our whole heart and soul in. There's multiple ways, you know, in LifeVantage. I'm going to kind of go through a few of the slides before I close out on how to make money, you know, and it's a topic that some people are shy about talking about, but honestly, we saw the product line, and I'm a people person. I love people. And if I can help just one person be a better human, or earn some extra money, or to help if things are hard, or to help them feel better, I'm going to do it. And, you know, there's several ways in LifeVantage to be paid. We get weekly paychecks for Smart Start bonuses. And we also get monthly paychecks for Unilevel. But I will say this, right now we have an incredible opportunity with our company to get in for free. However, I will say that I'm a firm believer in using these products and coming in with products so that you know what you can do to speak to others. My husband and I, we personally chose the Platinum Kit because we wanted to be a product of the product and use everything and be able to speak about everything. I know that does not the luxury of everybody right now, but you want to start where you can. And so if you come in even with that $50 distributor kit that's free right now, I urge you to look to order as much product as you can to try it. You can get into profit mode. You know, if we have a 40% smart bonus if your PV is $200 or more on the last slide that was explained. But, you know, there's a lot of people looking for additional income right now, you know, to build a leveraged income stream. I will tell you firsthand, it's a blessing. And we're now able to build 5 of them within one company. And when you are able to share this information and you understand truly what we have, you are going to want your mother, your father, your brother, your sister, all your friends, and everybody that you know to know about this. And I can guarantee you that you're going to find people that have a solid interest in choosing to better their health, better their future. If you are coming in and you know you share the silver kit with just 3 people, you're able to earn $300 that week. If you sell our mid-size package, which is the gold package, if you sell 3 of them, you earn $200 per package that you sell. That's $600 paid out that week. And then if you are selling the Platinum Kit, which is the ultimate kit, it's the business building kit that literally has everything on our product line on it, you are earning $400 per platinum that you sell. So that's $1,200 where you could earn in just 1 week's time. Now, if you're looking and you know sharing this information, I know that some people want to try product before they come in at the business. We were not those. We were all in from the get-go, but that's us. And I do understand that some people just want to start somewhere and maybe try things out. If you are a distributor and you sell a bottle of Protandim NRF2 to one individual, you earn $16 US. If you sell the duo, you earn $32 US. And if you sell our Tri-Synergizer, which I personally absolutely love, you earn $40 for that sale. It's an incredible way to share this with other people. And honestly, this is the perfect meld. We travel, or we were, up until this, and we do intend to travel again, but Brody and I have conducted business from wherever we are, whether we're in Mexico, whether we're up on Lake Vermilion at the cabin, or whether I'm sitting at home in our office right now. It's truly a blessing to be able to pack up a laptop or work from your smartphone and be able to share this information. The social sharing is unbelievable. Everybody's on Facebook now. Everybody's on social media. And, you know, it's a beautiful place to share because people genuinely want to learn how to feel better, you know, potentially how to earn more income. But we have the virtual office. We have minimal business assets. There's no inventory requirements. I don't have a lot of extra inventory sitting on the shelves of my house because we have a personal online store that we share with people. Our business comes with a free replicated website. So in order to share this with other people, we send them a link and they're able to, you know, sign up as a distributor or a customer, and that goes right to their doorstep. So it's incredibly convenient. And in this day and age, everybody wants convenience. They want something and they want it now. So it's really incredible. Timing of LifeVantage couldn't be better right now. The world, the US, Canada, the world has yet to discover LifeVantage, not even just US and Canada. We're in multiple countries, but I will say that, you know, we're just a very, very small snapshot right now of what's about to come. And I honestly do believe the best is yet to come, even though it's been an incredibly amazing journey. The way our world is headed with health and wellness and the new technology that we have it's going to be a beautiful destination that we're going to see coming up here. And if you're looking at trends, if you pay attention like I do, there's been a 60% increase in wellness sales in just the last 8 years, and that's rising every year. And we fit right in that category. I actually just looked this up today because I was curious, because I know this slideshow was done, you know, about a month ago or so, but we're already at just about 229,000 studies on oxidative stress right now and growing in PubMed. And to me, that's fascinating, and it's mind-blowing to know what we have in our hands and how much research is behind what we have, not just with our company, but outside of it as well. Nancy and I were actually fortunate enough to grace our presence over at the LifeVantage Corporate. It's an incredible space, although they're going to be moving again. But I wanted to talk to you a little bit about LifeVantage. To me, this is a big deal being in our company and everything that you can see that they're accomplishing. Darren Jensen, our CEO, named to the board of directors. LifeVantage expands into Spain. LifeVantage again receives one of the best places to work. That's been quite a few years in a row now. LifeVantage adds to the European footprint and launches in Ireland. Erin Brockovich, the first female board of directors, was named back in May of 2019 to our board of directors, which is unbelievable if you're aware of Erin Brockovich. We also won the Stevie Award for our True Science Hair Care System, the Silver Stevie Award, which is a very prestigious award. LifeVantage continues to build momentum, and we launched in Belgium. LifeVantage was added to the Russell 3000 Index. LifeVantage, we celebrated in Kansas City last summer our 10-year anniversary. LifeVantage announced the financial results for our fourth fiscal quarter. We expand our product line and launched NAD. We are now in New Zealand. As you can see, these keep stacking up. It's an incredible time to be a part. We rang the bell at the NASDAQ back in January, an incredible honor, which brought tears to my eyes because it's so exciting. We continue to be the Jersey sponsor for Real Salt Lake. We're opening in all these markets and continuing to expand. I'm getting excited as these come up, and this is probably one of my most favorite parts of LifeVantage, as I know many of you who have taken part in the legacy, LifeVantage legacy, and how our company gives back to the communities is just phenomenal. But I do want to talk to you a little bit about this. This is our earnings claim statement, our annual earnings statement, to show you, you know, you can build your dream. Now, we start with the rank of Pro 3. It's a foundational rank in our company. That's, if you can just picture yourself earning an extra $626 a month, would that be beneficial for you right now? Not everybody I know that comes into LifeVantage wants to shoot to the elite levels, but there's an average of 8 months to earn that. We have people that will fly right to Pro 3 in a matter of weeks. Then you move to the Premier Pro 5 rank, $3,100 extra in income a month, with the average time it takes to get to that rank 16 months. I have 4 people right now that are on the verge of hitting Pro 5 this month. That's exciting to me when I look at different families And they're all working full time, and they're able to bring in that kind of additional income. It's life changing. And then you get to the elite ranks where you hit the 6-figure and above rankings, where the average, less than 3 years to get to those ranks. And that's literally from continuing to share this into your network. It's all what you put into it. I think when Brody and I first joined, we knew that, this was a business. It was a business decision, and we were going to treat it like a business, not a hobby. And it's continued to reward us as a business as well, because of how serious we are about this. LifeVantage is incredible, with the system that you can follow in this company. We have 24/7 support, an easy to follow system. You launch your business, you learn while you earn, and then you lead your team, and you work with the leaders in your upline, to build this. Regular team meetings and trainings. Right now we have incredible opportunity meetings happening weekly, and Saturday trainings on skill set, mindset, leadership. With corporate, we have regular corporate events that are just unbelievable. Our national convention, our global convention is coming up. And to be a part of LifeVantage is to be a part of something very unique and very special. And honestly, when I look back, the blessing that this has provided, I know that there's a lot of people out there praying right now for something to come into your life and to change it. If you're open, you will find it. A lot of times people aren't paying attention when blessings come their way. And I can tell you that the day that LifeVantage came into my life was the day that I needed something to help me. And it wasn't a coincidence. There's no coincidence that you're on this Zoom, whether you're already a distributor or whether you're looking at this opportunity or even to become a customer. There's not a coincidence that you're on this. I urge you to really take a look at this very seriously, because this is a game changer, and it's an opportunity to not just change your own life, but to change lives of so many other people out there. And my husband used to work 80 hours a week. I never saw him. I never in my life dreamed that network marketing would be our full-time career, but it is. And it's because we took it seriously and because we wanted to share this with other people. When I sit back and think about just one simple yes, and it's literally affected thousands of people's lives, it's a very overwhelming and humbling feeling to feel, but you have that same opportunity. I hope this was helpful. And, I really appreciate you guys having me on here to speak. I will say that it's been crazy times. We're homeschooling our children and working from home at the same time. And I can honestly say that, it's one of the biggest blessings that we could have ever imagined, even through this time right now. So thank you. And I think Sveta will probably open up for questions or.
Thank you, Nancy. Thank you, Kim. That was an incredible presentation. Let me, guys, put someone on stage because I didn't know that she's going to be on the call. I would really like a permission of Amy Homewood, who is our newest Master Pro 10, which is the highest ranking, and an amazing woman, amazing businesswoman and visionary, amazing. So I'm just wondering whether we have a few minutes. Whether Amy, would you like to jump in, unmute yourself, and maybe share a few words of wisdom? It will be so much appreciated.
Hello.
Oh, there she is. Hi.
Hi.
Unmute yourself. You got lost. Amy?
Did we lose her?
Yeah, I think we did. Hang on.
Darn.
Amy, can you get back? For some reason, I think we lost her.
Oh,
Unfortunately. Sorry, guys. I thought,
so close.
it was really close. So, I will stop recording. And yeah, we have a few minutes for questions. Please type the question. Thank you very much. Thank you, Kim. Thank you, Nancy. It was amazing.
Thank you, Zetta.